Welcome back.
We're back.
T&G, Coffee Chats.
That's right.
I'm Gail, the G.
I'm Trishelle, the T.
I feel like this should be a whiskey one, though, not really coffee.
I mean, it is 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it is, actually. But if you're a pirate, it doesn't matter. So,
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
good God, no.
I didn't watch it, but I heard Rihanna was great, and she's pregnant again.
Good for you, Rihanna.
Congratulations to her.
Also, kids. My youngest is 18. On Sunday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Also, here's a fun tidbit I found out today at the accountant's office. For those of you that have kids over 16, your tax credit is $500. That's all.
That's it.
That's it. $500.
I don't know
Last
what it
year,
is, but
$3,000.
that's it.
This year, $500.
Why?
They're more expensive now.
Right. Okay.
Whatever.
That's what I have to look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So kids aren't. Yeah. They're the gift that keeps on taking.
Okay.
No, but I did go to a Super Bowl party, and the food is always awesome.
Yeah, the appetizers, the snacks, everything.
Yeah, conversation is good.
You said Costco had that great dip, right?
Oh my God, FYI, I was gonna make a buffalo chicken dip, and going to Costco, getting my stuff. Guess what they have? A chicken dip for $12. Hot diggity dog.
Cheaper than making it.
Cheaper than making it. Amen, sister. So I bought it and passed it off as my own. It was delicious.
Did you put it in a different container? And
Yes, I
everything?
did. Yes, I did. Sometimes I play that game where I will totally order out, but put it on dishes like I made it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. But it was good. It was fun. I don't know. Super Bowl's so late.
I didn't watch this year. Stayed home, cleaned my house, went to bed. I just wasn't feeling it this year.
Yeah, I was in bed by like 7:30. I was done. I don't even think I made it to the opening. But whatever. Kudos and congratulations to those who I did hear Kansas City won in the last 8 seconds.
Go Chiefs.
Whatever. Maybe next year it'll be in Jacksonville.
Maybe.
Or I don't know.
Yes.
Nor do I care. Anyway. So you have an awesome quote that you just said to me.
Okay. Which now escapes me. I think I said, do you listen to correct or do you listen to connect?
Do I listen to correct or do I listen to connect? I feel like that goes along with my passive listening I've been trying to get everybody on board with.
Passive listening. Well, most people are always on the defense. So they're always listening with their rebuttal in mind, not really to hear what you have to say.
I feel though, when you're with a client, it's not about you anyway.
Right?
So you need to take in everything that they're saying. You need to comprehend, understand, digest.
Definitely.
And then maybe respond or add to a conversation.
I think that's one thing that a lot of agents need to invest in, and that is some effective communication skills. Whatever you need to do, role play, talk to yourself in the mirror, just something so that you can understand how to properly use your words. Because a lot of times, if sellers come to you and they're maybe not in the best mood or their language isn't the nicest, a lot of people have a tendency to react and give the same energy that they're getting. And we can't do that. We are in the business of service.
I always say, read the room.
Right.
You need to understand body language and you need to understand what's going on in the room before you even get there.
And it's not personal. It
No.
never is. It's always just business.
Always business. Always business.
And as a professional, we have to remain neutral.
Yes, we do.
Don't get emotional.
I was going to say something, but the thought
We're going to talk about we haven't seen any balloons lately.
Oh, yeah. So I guess nobody wants to spy on Florida. No balloon sightings over Florida.
Wait, is that a Goodyear blimp?
No, those are the Blue Angels,
Okay.
which I can see outside my office. But I think it's funny, but whatever.
It is funny.
It is
They're
funny.
laughing too.
Yeah. The aliens are roaring. Depending on what rabbit hole you want to go down. Oh my God. So back to passive listening and buyers and clients. Let's talk about, what do you feel it means when you see buyers' due diligence on contracts and documents?
Buyer beware, caveat emptor. No, no. I'm kidding.
Well, you know what? Listen, we're a guide. You know,
Right.
all realtors, we're just a guide. We have the keys to get in. We have some knowledge that we can pass along, but we are never the source of knowledge. And it's really important for buyers to do their due diligence when they're looking for the purchase of their new home.
Absolutely. We can provide information that we obtain from other sources, but we cannot deem that source to be 100% reliable. You've got to do your due diligence, whether that is pulling up Google Maps, whether that is driving by the neighborhood at all times of the day,
Yeah.
whether that is looking at the sex offender registry list and making sure that there's nobody on there within your close proximity to your home. But you need to do that. We can give you the information and direct you on where to go, but you have to do the work.
You do. You need to visit all the websites that your professional gives you. You need to call the police department's non-emergency number and discuss with them the questions that you might have for us that ethically we cannot answer. We cannot tell you what is a good neighborhood and what is not.
So please stop asking.
Yeah. So, and also, no offense, but what I feel is a good neighborhood and what you feel is a good neighborhood, those are two separate definitions.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to even try to guess where you want to live.
And I can't tell you my answer. I always get asked, would you buy this house? It's not about me. It's about you. Do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Read your seller's disclosure and all your other disclosures.
Go on the county website for permits.
Mm-hmm.
Look what's been done recently, what hasn't been done.
Get a home inspection.
Good Lord, get a home inspection. Google Map where you want to live. Satellite version.
Yes.
See where everything is.
Walk through the neighborhood.
Listen, what's in the distance?
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Beware of the close gun ranges to the neighborhoods.
a lot of times, it's not that sellers don't disclose something. It's that something is so obvious you should already have known it. There is recently been broadcasted about a new development with a gun range within as my husband likes to say, the distance as a crow's fly. What the heck kind of distance is that? What is it with you Southern men and like the distance between a crow's fly, as far as a crow's fly, and whoosh, and I'm fixing.
I heard that when I was a kid.
Oh
in
my
California,
goodness.
the real surface of my parents,
As a
their
crow's
house
fly.
said that. Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's
As
like
crow
less than a
flies.
mile. I don't know, how far do crows fly?
I don't know.
There's a gun range, and there's been some issues. Hopefully they will be resolved.
Yeah.
But it is really important for you to investigate and not rely on other people for it, especially with such a large purchase as a home. You know, visit the home, the area, all days, all times, because what it looks like on a Monday morning is completely different than a Friday or Saturday night.
Talk to the neighbors. Get
Yeah.
to know them. Introduce yourself.
Yeah,
Ask
absolutely.
questions.
They'll tell you.
Mhm.
Also, if they're neighbor, get that feel for if you want to live next to that person.
Right. You just might want to withdraw.
Yeah. So it's most real estate offices have a disclosure that you need to sign that's specific for their office. They all pretty much say the same, and one of it is a big paragraph on buyer's due diligence. It is your responsibility to investigate the home that you want to purchase. It is not your realtor's fault. They didn't pick it for you. They're not going to tell you yes or no. It's really your responsibility as a buyer to investigate every part of the area.
Yes.
And school zones, especially in Jacksonville,
Yes.
seem to be floating. One year they're this, next year they're this. So
check them out
yeah, check them out.
every year because they change.
Yep.
And also, just know, just because your home's not in a flood area now, doesn't mean anything. Because why, Gail?
Because all Florida homeowners will be required, I was looking for the correct word, will be required to have flood insurance on their home come 2027.
Yay, go Florida.
Thank you for all the fraud.
Yeah.
Actually, it has something to do with the fact that we are getting hit with storms in areas that have not been hit in over 100 years, causing massive, massive damage. People are losing their homes. It is just annihilated. I don't think there's a word strong enough that gives people a picture in their head, the amount of devastation that's going on in some of these areas. And I don't even think, like, was it last year or 2 years ago, that massive hurricane that hit the Panhandle? I think that 75% of those homes are still demolished.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah. So
But it still has something to do with fraud too. So,
it does.
Yeah. So thank you. Global warming and fraud. Yes, I'm that person. I think everything's related to global warming. You're gonna leave me to die on my sword of Logan?
Yes, I am. Listen, I don't know. A while back, I was following the El Nino and El Nina phenomenon going off of Southern California and Mexico, and I kind of gave up because it was giving me a headache. At the end of the day, if I don't have any control over it, I can't. I can't. Are you still bloodied
No.
from that sword?
No. I passed it. I'm stopped. I'm good now.
Another thing with buyer's due diligence, make sure your property, if you're buying a lot, please investigate that a house can be built on it.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
These are true issues going on in our office right now. Just because it says it's residential doesn't mean you can build on it.
Yeah.
Is it built in a marsh? Is your lot of land on a marsh? You realize that maybe 10% of it is usable? Do you have a hammock? Do you even know what that means?
Why are you selling land if you're not familiar with selling land?
Why are you buying lands
If you're not familiar with
if you're not
buying
doing
land.
a due diligence?
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I feel like this due diligence could be like a plethora of points.
Yeah. We can go a lot of places down the rabbit hole with that.
Also, I'm totally gonna buy a rabbit costume and wear it next time.
Make you part of the show. Down
I
the
am.
rabbit hole. It'd be like a little segment in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Down the rabbit hole. Where are we gonna go to today? Back to buyer due diligence. When you see information on the MLS, there is a disclaimer that says, please don't trust the information on it. Could be wrong. Might have a septic and not city water. Just saying. Doesn't mean that the listing agent is deceitful. It's just that they might have overlooked something or clicked on the wrong button. But it's really up to you, to the buyer, to make sure that all the information in front of them is correct. Because that might be a deal breaker to some people. It's usually a deal breaker
It's a
to
deal
people.
breaker to me.
Why?
I don't want septic. I don't want that responsibility.
You get it pumped every other year.
I don't want to do it.
Oh my goodness.
It's too much work. Too many things to remember. I don't want to do it.
It's once every 700 days.
That's a lot. Too much going on over here already.
Schedule it every other
I
OBGYN.
just want to flush and not think about it.
Yeah, but no gators will come up in my toilet.
Wait, gators can come up?
Yeah,
Really? Why?
because people flush little gators down the toilet system.
Who
The
does
sewer.
that?
There was a
Really?
big issue in New York at one point in
Oh my
time.
gosh. I know I said like snakes could possibly come up.
That's another thing.
But
No
I-
snakes in mine. Well, there might be, but then.
I put bleach down there every now and then. Down the drains every now and then.
So it's like swimming in a pool.
Like my grandmother taught me that years ago. I don't know if it does anything, but that's what she said to do. So yeah. Not too much or you'll mess up your pipes. Just a little bit, make sure it's diluted.
I feel like we touched on a lot today.
We did.
Super Bowl, balloons, rabbit holes. You died on a sword. I
Yeah.
pushed you.
Yes. Drove it in deeper. But then you came back to save me.
I did. But it's really important that you trust your real estate professional.
And that you like them.
Yeah. And if you don't like them, you don't have to use them. But please don't reach out to other agents because your agent can't show you a house.
Yes. Please don't.
Don't do that.
That wastes everyone's time.
That's not nice.
It makes people upset.
Very.
Yes.
So
Speaking from experience.
this week is Valentine's week. Doing anything?
Nope.
Me neither.
I forgot when it was. Is that tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
Nope.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Another rabbit hole.
Another day.
A holiday brought up by Hallmark and candy companies to make more money.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I coughed, but thank you.
Put that in your reserve then for when I'm not around.
That's right.
Well, it's
Yeah.
freezing today in Florida.
Yeah, because this is really South Georgia.
It is South Georgia. Well, it's just,
Yeah.
the South.
It's the global warming, people.
Again, no.
It shouldn't be this cold in Florida. Not even Northeast Florida. It's the global warming. Make sure you recycle.
You do know that the recycling contracts, once they're filled, all of it goes into a dump?
Yes.
Okay.
But I choose not to believe that. Ignorance is bliss.
Another rabbit hole.
And
Ignorance is bliss.
I also heard that they don't really recycle the plastic bottles. That they've been telling us that for years to do it, but they just throw them all down the dump. I don't
Mind
know.
control, which brings us back to passive listening. Listen to what's not being said.
That's right. Read the room.
That's right. Read the room.
And between the lines.
So many jokes with that one.
But we won't go down that hole today.
No, we won't.
Maybe next week. In your rabbit costume.
I have a unicorn and Bucky's onesie that I will legit wear next time.
Okay.
We can talk about Bucky's and how great it is. The last thing I feel we should just touch base on is the interest rate going on.
The interest rates.
They're below 7.
They went down. They went up. Now they're, I don't know.
Prediction for the next 6 to 8 months, Trishelle?
I think that the same thing that I've been telling people. They keep saying, when is the market going to crash? I don't believe that it will. I believe the market will continue to stabilize and that the only home prices that are going to drop are the ones that were overpriced to begin with. I don't think we're going to see record numbers of short sales or foreclosures because the people who are in their homes currently were able to afford them and there were more stringent lending guidelines in the last 10 years. So I don't foresee that happening either. I think, yeah, the economy is, a little strained right now. There are a lot of people who are out of work, but at the same time, I think the ones who need to sell will recognize that before it gets to the point where they're in distress and will go ahead and list and be proactive. Those are just my thoughts.
So the foreclosure rate, in my opinion, is not going to happen as fast as people think. People are house rich while being cash poor. So they'll be able to sell and pay off whatever they owe. Even if it does go into a foreclosure, banks are not going to want what's left on the note. They're going to want market value. So please keep that in mind. I feel that the rates are going to fluctuate and continue to fluctuate because of direct effect that's going on with the Federal Reserve, which, by the way, I'm reading a book that should scare the bejesus out of most people. The Creature of Jekyll Island.
Remember you told me about that one.
Another rabbit hole. I do believe that house prices will continue to decrease, not only the ones that are overpriced, but I do feel that there will continually be a decrease of market value to bring everybody back to where they should be. I feel that new construction will be giving away lots of things to sell the inventory and to make the numbers. They made record numbers for 2021. I believe a majority of them made like $50 billion in revenue. And that is just disgusting
I'm
and
paying
nuts.
1% commission to realtors. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
there's that.
Don't be bitter.
I'll try not to be. Because now they're
Because-
offering everything under the sun, including bonuses.
Well, that same builder is now offering 10% on some.
Mhm.
God, I want to get one of those.
I know.
But at the end of the day, it's all about the client. It's not about us. We're your guide. You need to make sure you investigate where you're going, what you're doing with your money.
Ask us and we will point you in the right direction.
There's also somebody in Jacksonville that's selling golden tickets to heaven. So there's an option for that too. Just saying. Hopefully we get lots of views on this one. You can contact us at any time. My telephone number is 904-826-5756.
904-710-5962. That Girl Shell on all social media platforms.
I've got several names. I dare you to find them and comment. But we actually know what we're doing. We're actually very knowledgeable. Duval County, Flagler County,
St. Johns County.
and St. Johns County.
Clay County. Nassau County. Cover it all.
Yeah, that's about it. Just those. No other ones. Yeah, we don't know about Orlando at all.
But we can help you find someone
We
that
can.
does.
We can. We got that covered. I hope everybody has a great week. Happy Monday. Happy Valentine's Day. And until next time,
See you next time.
adios.